we've met the contestants. Everyone is here to win. We'll find out what happens. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from TIGO, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, and GCB Bank. We are produced by Primetime. My name is Dr. Elsie Ifa Kaufman. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, University of Ghana. I'm your quiz mistress. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts, simple, direct questions that require simple, direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions which require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds in which to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All of the questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. For the first set of questions, you have 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a preamble, after which I'll come to you, Presbyterian boys. Preamble to all schools. Find 3 consecutive positive even integers such that, did you get your preamble? First and second numbers is 120. Yes, Anam.
10, 12, and 14.
You're right. With the same preamble, Accra Academy. The product of the first and third numbers is 140. Yes, Binka.
10, 12, 14.
You're right. Gets into my mouth. Next set of questions, 30 seconds. Yes, Shadrach.
Madam, the fundamental frequency is 0.05 Hz.
That's incorrect. Which of you raise your hand, please? Senam.
50 hertz.
No. The right answer is 4.0 hertz. St. John's Grammar. The mass of a 1 meter long string fixed at both ends is 9 grams. Determine the fundamental frequency of transverse vibrations of the string when it is under a tension of 40 newtons. Senam.
3.3 hertz or 10 over 3 hertz.
That's incorrect for bonus.
Are you sure?
The right answer is 11 hertz. Accra Academy. The mass of a string that is 1 meter long and fixed at both ends is 32 grams. Determine the fundamental frequency of transverse vibrations of the string when it is under a tension of 20 newtons. Binka. That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 4.0 hertz. Next set, I have a preamble. I have a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Classify the following processes in humans as either negative feedback or positive feedback and give a reason. The reason is very important. Did you get the preamble? Good. So now, Presbyterian boys, shivering in humans. Yes, Anna.
Madam, it's a negative feedback. The reason is that when temperatures drop, the body muscles tend to shiver so as to overturn the effect of the shivering, so that it makes the organism stay in the be able to adapt in the cold weather.
St. John's Grammar, with the same preamble. When someone is hungry, yes, Anam.
Madam, this is positive feedback. This is because the stimulus here is hunger, and the body needs food in order to survive. So what the body does is it tells the person to eat.
No, that's incorrect for bonus. Okay, I'm actually going to skip the answer. I'll come back to tell you the right answer later. All right, Accra Academy. Blood clotting. Yes, Benka.
Madam, it's a positive feedback.
Okay. All right, St. John's Grammar. It was a negative feedback because metabolism slows down to conserve energy and allow the individual to continue living with less food. That's why it's a negative feedback. So in all of this, you see a positive feedback causes a self-amplifying cycle where a physiological change leads to even greater change in the same direction. That's what a positive feedback is. And then a negative feedback is a process in which the body senses a change and activates mechanisms to reverse that change. All right. Next set, 10 seconds should be fine. Presbyterian boys, biotechnology may be used to extract gold from its ore. Explain how this is done. Yes, Anna.
In mining companies, they use microorganisms, and these microorganisms feed on the impurities of gold, such as sulfur, and they use sulfur in their metabolic activities and convert it to other products, such as so that the pure gold shall be extracted from the ore.
Yes. In the extraction of iron using the blast furnace, explain why iron is always at the bottom of the furnace with the slag on top of it and not vice versa. Sabi.
Madam, this is to prevent the iron reacting with the atmospheric oxygen. So the slag is placed on the iron to prevent.
For a bonus. It's simply because the slag is less dense than the molten iron. So it floats on top, right? Accra Academy. In the extraction of aluminium from bauxite, the ore is treated with a concentrated solution of NaOH, and then the solution is seeded. What substance precipitates out at this stage?
Having the aluminium hydroxide.
Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. A number is chosen from the set of numbers. The set S has elements 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Find the probability. Please, did you get your preamble? Good. So now, Presbyterian boys, the number is even. Yes, Shadrach.
4 out of 9. 4 out of 9.
Yes.
4, 1.
The number is a prime number. Yes, Senam.
4 out of 9.
Yes. Accra Academy, the number is odd and less than 17. Caleb.
Madam, 1/2.
That's incorrect. Yes, Senam.
1 out of 3.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. Find Find the impedance of an RC circuit with R equals 10 ohms and C equals 10 microfarad at an angular frequency of 20,000 radians per second. For a bonus, the right answer is 11 ohms. St. John's Grammar. An RC circuit with time constant 10 seconds has R equals 100 ohms. Find the impedance of the circuit at an angular frequency of 0.2 radians per second. Constitute the anode and which one will constitute the cathode, and give the maximum initial EMF of a voltaic cell that can be constructed from the half cells. So 3 answers from you: anode, cathode, and maximum initial EMF. Okay, now, Presbyterian boys. CD2 plus / CD, negative 0.40 volts. CU2 plus / CU, 0.34 volts. Is your hand up? Senna, go ahead.
The maximum EMF is 0.74 volts, with the anode being the cadmium and the cathode being the copper.
You're right. St. John's. AG plus / AG, 0.80 volts. SN4 plus, SN2 plus / PT, 0.15 volts. Senam.
Madam, SN is the anode and AG is the cathode, and the EMF is positive 0.65 volts.
Yes. Accra Academy. I2, I minus / PT, 0.54 volts. CR3 plus / CR, 0.74 volts. Binka.
Madam, the iodine, I2, yes, is the anode, and CR3 plus is the cathode, and the initial maximum EMF is plus 0.2 volts.
Yes. That's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, St. John's Grammar School has 12 points. Accra Academy has 15 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, has 17 points. We have a long way to go, 4 more rounds. Round 2. Round 2 is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. In order to get an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Accra Academy? Thank you. St. John's Grammar. Thank you. Presbyterian Boys. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. If you attempt a question and you are unable to answer correctly, you lose a precious point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds in which to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have a maximum of 10 seconds to do so. Best wishes to all 3 schools. The first set of questions will take approximately 30 seconds of your time. First question. So these 2 moles pressure, volume, and number of moles, T, B are constant. SI unit for A, which contains base unit. Is kilogram per mole squared. Altitude of the. Yes, Caleb.
Madam, 5 volts.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Yes, which of you? Shadrach?
2.5 volts.
No. Okay, so I continue. Induce in the inductor. Yes, Sanam.
2.5 times 10 to the power 3 volts.
Yes. Next one. Find the resonance frequency of an LC circuit with L equals 12 henries and C equals 3.0 times 10 to the power negative 2 farad. Yes, which of you? Senna?
2.67 hertz. Times 10 raised to the power negative 1.
I'm not going to accept all that. The right answer is 0.26. If you wanted to go to the next digit, it would be 5, not 7. So 0.26 hertz. Next set, 10 seconds each. The respiratory center, which regulates respiration, is located in which part of the brain? Yes, Benka?
Madam, the medulla oblongata.
Yes. Next one. Territoriality occurs in animals as a result of which ecological relationship? The right answer is competition. 10 seconds. Why is it possible for the Calvin cycle to occur in the dark? Yes, which of you? Benka?
Madam, this is because all the products needed for the procession of the Calvin cycle have already been synthesized in the light stage. So yes. So
Yes. Next set. 30 seconds. Find the general term of the sequence. -12, -5, 2, 9, 16, and so on. Yes, Caleb.
Madam, -7 and -5.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Yes, go ahead.
Madam,
Shadrach.
-19 plus n. The general term.
Yes, which of you? Yes, Sanam.
7n minus 19.
You are right. Next one. Given x squared plus xy minus y squared is equal to 10, find dy dx. Yes, Caleb.
Madam, dy dx is equal to -2x minus y all over x minus 2y.
Yes. Okay. Contestants, you are not to mess with our equipment. Don't touch the microphones. Next question. Find the equation of the straight line through the points A has coordinates 3, -3, and B has coordinates 0, -3. Yes, which of you? Sabi.
Y is equal to -3.
You are right. Preamble to all schools. Preamble to all schools. NO2 dimerizes in a reversible process to give N2O4 according to the following equation. 2NO2 going reversibly to N2O4. Now, first question. In one such reaction, a 1-liter flask was charged with 1 mole of NO2 and heated to 100 degrees Celsius. At equilibrium, it was found that 0.25 mole of N2O4 was formed. Find the equilibrium constant. Which of you? Shadrach.
The Kc is 0.5 per mole dm to the power 3.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 1 decimeter cube per mole. With the same preamble, 30 seconds. In another reaction, the initial amount of NO2 was 2 moles. At equilibrium, at 125 degrees Celsius, the amount of NO2 left was found to be 0.4 mole. Calculate the equilibrium constant at 125 degrees Celsius. Yes, Senna.
Madam, the answer is 5 per mole dm to the power 3.
Okay. For the last question, you can do in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. And it's the last question of the round. State Le Chatelier's principle. Okay, go ahead.
Madam, Le Chatelier's principle states that whenever a stress is impressed on a system in equilibrium, the equilibrium position of the system shifts so as to counteract the effect of the stress.
Le Chatelier's principle states that when there is any change in the condition in a closed system, the equilibrium position moves so as to annul the changes in that closed system.
Madam, Le Chatelier's principle says that when a stress is imposed on a system in equilibrium, the equilibrium position shifts so as to annul the effect of the stress.
So you people, you have chewed and you want to pour baba for me, is that it? You didn't wait for the end of the question. So let me read the question and give you the correct answer. State Le Chatelier's principle and use it to determine the effect of increased pressure on the equilibrium between NO2 and N2O4. So simple, isn't it? Okay, so this is a principle. In fact, I don't even think I need to repeat. I got different Baba versions. When a system in equilibrium is altered by a change of some condition, a change occurs to shift the equilibrium composition or equilibrium point in a way that tends to reduce the change of condition. You all knew that. Now let's apply it to our preamble. In the equilibrium reaction, the number of gaseous molecules decreases from left to right. Increase in pressure will favor the forward reaction, or if you want to say it a different way, it will shift the equilibrium position to the right. That's the end of the second round. ask you to avoid temptation, put your pens down. At the end of the second round, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School Legon has 15 points. St. John's Grammar School has 16 points. Accra Academy has 21 points. Round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 3 minutes in which to present an answer from your school. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. In order to collect and identify the product of transpiration, a student selected a potted plant. He placed a transparent plastic bag over the entire shoot and closed the mouth of the bag firmly around the base of the stem with a rubber band. The plant was then placed under an artificial light source or in a position where it would receive sunlight. After several hours in the light, he noted changes of conditions inside the plastic bag. He removed the plastic bag carefully, held it with the open end upward, and shook and collected liquid into one corner. He removed a sample of the liquid with a clean drop-in pipette and tested it by dropping it onto some anhydrous copper sulfate or blue cobalt chloride paper. Now the questions. 1. Describe the changes that took place in the plastic bag. 2. Where could the liquid have come from? 3. What controls would have to be carried out to be reasonably sure about the source of this liquid? 4. What evidence is there that the liquid A contains water and B is pure water? And finally, 5. What tests would have to be carried out to verify that the liquid was pure water? Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and present your answers. Ready. Please pick up your notepads and present your answers on the boards as they appear here. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the marks, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is interesting experiment. So, wanted to collect and identify the product of transpiration. It's a specific experiment about transpiration. Place the transparent leaves, buds, anything else, shoots, and close the mouth of the bag firmly around the base of the stem with a rubber band. Then place this setup under an artificial light source or in a position where it will receive sunlight. Then after several hours, he noted the changes of conditions inside the bag. He removed the plastic bag carefully, held it with the open end upward, shook and collected liquid into one corner of the plastic bag. Then removed a sample of the liquid with a clean dropping pipette and tested that sample, that liquid that came from the plastic bag, by dropping it onto some anhydrous copper sulfate or blue cobalt chloride paper. And the questions. The first one was, describe the changes that took place in the plastic bag. Describe what took place in the plastic bag. The inside surface of the bag should go misty if the plant is in bright light. In an hour or two, the condensed water may coalesce into larger droplets. Okay, so you have water, first mist, which then come together to form droplets. Good, 2 points for this. Second question, where could the liquid have come from? The answer, if the polythene bag is relatively impermeable, the water vapor could have come only from the stem, leaves, flowers, or buds of the enclosed shoot. In fact, if you are thinking very deeply, you would add that the water comes ultimately from the soil. 2 points for this. Third question, what controls would have to be carried out to be reasonably sure about the source of this liquid? Okay, so you can have several controls. The controls might consist of a potted plant of the same species and similar size with leaves, flowers, or buds removed in various combinations, enclosed in a similar polythene bag in the same conditions as the experiment. Of course, it's not possible to eliminate the stem completely, but even for that, you can try using a dry twig as a further control. Okay, 2 points for being so insightful. Fourth question, what evidence is there that the liquid A contains water and B is pure water? Okay, so the liquid contains water. That will be shown by a change in color of the anhydrous copper sulfate or the cobalt chloride paper. You see, so when you have a change in color of these indicators, it's characteristic of water and no other pure solvent. That's 1 point. Then the B, how can you be sure that it's pure water? You have no evidence that the liquid is pure water. It could contain alcohol or other volatile chemicals soluble in water and still have the same effect with the indicators. So you can't tell. That's the answer. And for saying that 1 point. 5, what tests would have to be carried out to verify that the liquid was pure water? If the liquid is pure water, the simplest way to test, since you are high school students, is to show that this liquid boils at 100 degrees Celsius and freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. That will be enough at your level to show that it's pure water. 2 points for this, giving a total of 10 points. Contestants. St. John's Grammar. No answer to 1. No answer to 5. No answer to 4B. But you had a wrong answer for 3. I'm not accepting that. And you have partial credit for 2 and the answer for 4A. That gives you a total of 2 out of 10. I'm starting with you, St. John's Grammar. Your statement. Carbon-carbon single bond is stronger than the double bond. Is your hand up, Senam? Go ahead.
True.
No. That's a false statement. Accra Academy. Generally, a pi bond is weaker than a sigma bond. Yes, Binka?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. If carbon forms a double bond with silicon, carbon-silicon double bond will be weaker than carbon-carbon double bond. Yes, Anna?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. Marine mammals maintain very thick insulating layers of fat that prevent heat loss through the process of evaporation. No. Go ahead.
True.
No. That's a false statement. Accra Academy. Please, if you want to raise your hand, raise it boldly so that I know you are ready. Marine mammals maintain very thick insulating layers of fat that prevent heat loss through the process of convection. Caleb.
Madam, it's true.
No, it's not. It's a false statement. Marine mammals maintain very thick insulating layers of fat that prevent heat loss through the process of radiation. Yes, Anna?
Madam, it's false.
Yes. The work done by the net force on an object equals the change in kinetic energy of the object. Yes, Sanam.
Madam, it's true.
Yes. Forces of friction do no work because they always act opposite to the direction of motion. Yes, Binka?
Madam, it's true.
No, it's not. That's a false statement. Because friction forces oppose the motion of an object. Senna?
False.
Yes. The function f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 2x is an even function. Sanam?
It's false.
Yes. The function f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 5x is an odd function. Yes, Caleb?
It's true.
No. The function f of x is equal to 5x cubed minus 7x. It's an odd function. Senna?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. Is larger than that of aluminium, but smaller than that of sodium. Yes, Anam?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. Atomic radius of boron is larger than that of carbon and also larger than that of aluminium. Yes, Caleb?
False.
Yes. Atomic radius increases from top to bottom of a group of the main group elements. Yes, Senna?
True.
Yes. Preamble to all schools. Preamble. State whether the following functions of the mature fruit are true or false. The preamble. State whether the following functions of mature fruit are true or false. St. John's. Preventing seed dispersion. Yes, Anam.
Madam, it's false.
Yes. Synthesis and storage of essential red pigments. Caleb.
Madam, it's true.
No, it's not. It's a false statement. Seed protection and dispersal. Yes, Anna?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. The wavelength of a sinusoidal wave propagating in a medium is proportional to the amplitude of the wave. Yes, Anam?
Madam, it's false.
Yes. The period of a sinusoidal wave propagating in a medium is proportional to the amplitude of the wave. Caleb?
It's false.
Yes. The frequency of a sinusoidal wave propagating in a medium is inversely proportional to the wavelength of the wave. Yes, Anna?
Madam, it's true.
Yes. Last set of statements. Last set. Minus log to the... Yes, Binka.
Madam, it's true.
No. Last statement. Log of the square root of 2 is equal to log of 2 divided by 2. Yes, Anna?
Madam, it's true.
You are right. And that's the end of the fourth round. At the end of the fourth round, Accra Academy has 26 points. St. John's Grammar School has 28 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, has 35 points. Fifth and final round. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. In order to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Accra Academy? Your St. John's Grammar and Presbyterian Boys. When you ring, your answer must be ready. There are 4 riddles. First one. I had my tertiary education at G Poly. I exist in many food items. Strictly, I am made up of 2 distinct parts. With hot water, my 2 parts can be identified. My prominent part constitutes 80% of me, and the other part only 20% of me. I am present in corn, yam, plantain, rice. Yes,
Starch.
you're right. I was reading the 6th clue. 3 points. Next one. I am an organ found in virtually all vertebrates and similar in structure to a large lymph node. In humans, I am brownish in color. Yes, Caleb.
Brownish. Liver.
Caleb.
Liver.
Madam, is the liver?
No. Hey. Yes, Senam.
The kidney.
No. I continue. humans, I am brownish in color and located in the left upper quadrant of the abdomen. Although I can be surgically removed when damaged, individuals who have undergone such surgery are at a lifelong risk of death from ordinary infectious processes. I am a reservoir of immune competence. I am essentially a screening center to check the blood for contaminants. So who am I? Yes, Anna?
Spleen.
You're right. Senna, you are going to give the answer again.
Spleen. Ah, okay. Spleen.
I read all the clues. 3 points. Next one. I have something to do with friction. I have something to do with collision by way of restitution. I am equally associated with thermal expansion. I am the numerical part of a term in an algebraic expression. Yes, Caleb?
Coefficient of restitution.
No.
Coefficient.
Coefficient. That's all.
Again?
Coefficient.
Yes, it's coefficient. I was reading the fourth clue, 3 points. Last riddle. I am an interference phenomenon. I am characterized by periodic variations in wave amplitude.
Beat.
Yes, Anna?
Beat.
You're right. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. And that's the end of the fifth round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Accra Academy has 26 points. St. John's Grammar School has 31 points. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, has 45 points. Accra Academy, thank you for being here, for giving us a good contest. Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for you. All the best. St. John's Grammar, thank you for being here, for giving us a great contest. You worked so hard. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. All the best to you. Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon. Congratulations on winning the contest. Well done. Please prepare well, and I look forward to seeing you in the quarterfinals. Congrats. Viewers, thank you for joining us for this exciting contest. We have one more contest at the 1A stage of competition. Please join us next time when we bring you Opokuwari School, Keta Senior High Technical School, and Drobo Senior High School. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We are also supported by TIGO, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, and GCB Bank. We are produced by Primetime. Thanks again for joining us this time, and see you next time. Bye.